I've been told stories like from a lot of people, like females, really a lot of females, especially Haitian females, how they used to tell me how their mom would know something was going on, but because they was so, like, I guess needing somebody to watch them and they needed to go to work and stuff like that, like they would let that happen to them. And there'd be people that know that was going on and wouldn't say anything. And to me, that's mind-boggling as an adult, as a mother, to allow that type of stuff to go on with your child. That's why I say a lot of our parents like grew up in a messed up situations to put their kids in situations like them for them to think that's normal. Especially when you come from another country and you come here and then you realize like that's not normal. Like grown men should not be. And I've always like been weary of that because I used to hate going to Haitian parties. And I know I'm getting off topic, but I used to hate going to Haitian parties was because of that fact. Was because they be grown men like wanting to dance like, if you're not Haitian, like gouye with you, and like it's that close where you're winding your hips and everything together with kids, with children. And to me, it always made me feel weird because of course they're getting excited. Like it never, and especially with me, because like I started developing in second grade. So you can imagine, like I said, I was already 5'7", fully developed by fifth grade. So you can imagine, like I used to hate like going to them parties because and it was because they would be like, oh, look at how Ludi is growing up, and look how she feeling out, and would touch me, and I would always cringe because I'm like, why is these? And you know, when you're like 9, 10, 11 years old, you're already thinking these people in their 30s and 40s are old people, these grandpas. You know, that's how I used to think of them. Like, why is these grandpas touching me like that? And it always made me feel uncomfortable. And I used to hate going to Haitian parties because they would always want to dance. Why would you want to dance with a 10, 11-year-old and then want to do that to them? Like, it's, the hate. Oh, and I know it happens in other cultures too. But yeah, that's not cute. That's not cute at all. Like to put your kids in them type of situations. And I know like a lot of time, like you'll throw kids parties and then it'll turn into a whole adult party. And then y'all have alcohol and all that stuff. Like some of these people are not right in the head. If y'all don't understand that, like especially with grown men who are already having inappropriate thoughts about kids, and then you put alcohol on top of it. Yeah. Are you serious? Like, what is... Y'all need to be more aware. Like, be more aware and protect y'all kids. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why keep putting your kids in situations that's gonna mess them up? Like, exposing them to those type of situation so early. But anyways, I thinking about it, like I was so happy that she was that concerned about us, that she loved us that much to ask me about it, because a lot of people don't care, and that's sad. That's sad that you can be around your own family and they'll notice stuff going on with you, or men touching you like that, and won't say nothing but talk about you and talk about how fast you are. No, they're not being fast. That's because you have these perverts, these pedophiles around them. They don't know no different. You have cousins touching, cousin touching your kids, or, you have family members doing that to your kids, and you don't notice that they're changing their behaviors. And mind you, I just didn't like him because he was just always getting us in trouble for stupid reasons. And my mom, when she would go off on us, she would go off. And what are you doing here? Like, you're not even helping her. But anyways, getting back to the story. So, mind you, like, coming to this new area, this middle class, my mom could not afford none of the bills that was there. Like, we would go with our lights being cut off for like 2 weeks at a time, or water being off for weeks at a time, a week or 2 weeks at a time. Like, it was just stressful being at home. Like, and then she couldn't even feed us like properly, and she had this whole man in the house. What for? And you still having to pay all the bills. Mind you, he was working these like in and out these little jobs, and then would quit, and then he finally got a job, I think doing taxi or something like that. Still wasn't bringing shit home. I mean, still wasn't bringing nothing home. Because obviously we're still living in poverty in a middle class neighborhood. So, fast forwarding to middle school. I think that year, 7th grade, sixth grade wasn't that bad. I started making friends. I really wasn't making friends. I was just making friends through my sister. Like I said, my sister was my best friend. So I really didn't care to make friends because like I wasn't a girly girl. I didn't really like females like that. And the boys they were all white. So like they didn't jump around. They wasn't like the boys at my other school. So it was like just my sister. So fast forwarding to 7th grade was the worst year. That was the worst year. But that also made me who I end up becoming, sort of. But yeah, so 7th grade comes. Now I'm fully developed. Like booty, Brit, everything. Like I'm in 7th grade, so I'm looking like I'm already in high school. Now I'm getting picked on because I have a big butt. I have hips. So when my mom would go shopping, and mind you, my mom would take us like to the thrift store and buy us like 2 shirts and a couple of pants, and then we would go to Payless for shoes. So in Fort Lauderdale, it's really, I don't know about but I know in Fort Lauderdale, it was a fashion show. Even in middle school, like you always had to have the latest shoes, the clothes, the name brand stuff. And once again, my mom could not afford that. So of course I was getting picked on because of that. And then I was getting picked on because I just had a big butt and everybody kept calling me fat. And it was just like, that year was just horrible. So, of course, I fell into a very deep depression. Like, I just hated home, and school was no longer my safe haven because I was getting picked on there. And then I was getting picked on at home because, like I said, when I didn't learn as fast as my sister. Like, it took a time for me to learn. And mind you, when I was going to school, I really didn't care about school. I was just care about eating. I love food. Like, I love food. So there was this one time